Welcome to Creepy, the best horror storyteller on YouTube.
Part 1.
The cold, deserted station of Ravenscroft stood isolated, bathed in the eerie glow of the moonlight. The rusted tracks led to an unknown destination, a destination whispered about only in the most chilling of local legends. The townsfolk spoke of the final train, the one destined for nowhere. None could recall its purpose or passengers, but tales persisted of those who boarded never returning, lost to the enigmatic abyss of nowhere. Amelia, a curious yet cautious young woman with a penchant for unraveling mysteries, found herself drawn to the enigma of the last train. Her inquisitive nature led her to uncover the forgotten stories of the town's dark past. Her determination to uncover the truth surpassed her fear, fueling her desire to find the elusive train. One moonless night, shrouded in mist, Amelia ventured toward the forsaken station. Her breath billowed out in wisps of vapor as she walked the dimly lit path. She reached the platform, feeling an unsettling sense of foreboding as the station clock chimed midnight. The air grew thick with an otherworldly silence as a distant whistle pierced through the stillness. The ground trembled faintly beneath her feet, and a flickering light emerged from the mist, heralding the approach of a train. Its hulking form emerged slowly, wheels screeching against the tracks. As the train came to a halt, Amelia's heart raced with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The train's exterior bore an ancient, weathered design, its windows clouded with an unsettling darkness that concealed any glimpse of its interior. A single door creaked open, inviting her in with a haunting beckon. A chill ran down her spine, yet an inexplicable force drew her closer. The allure of the unknown overwhelmed her hesitations, and against her better judgment, she stepped aboard the last train to nowhere. The interior was a fusion of faded grandeur and eerie desolation. Dusty velvet seats lined the empty cabins, dimly lit by flickering lanterns that cast dancing shadows along the walls. The air held a musty scent of decay, a testament to the train's age and neglect. As Amelia ventured deeper into the labyrinthine corridors, a faint whispering filled the air, echoing disembodied voices that seemed to emanate from the train's very walls. Shadows danced menacingly around her, playing tricks with her mind as if the train itself were alive, feeding off her fear. With each passing moment, the train seemed to unravel its malevolent secrets, whispering cryptic messages that toyed with her sanity. She stumbled upon an old compartment, and there, sitting alone, was a tattered journal, its pages yellowed with age. Amelia's curiosity outweighed her apprehension, and she opened the journal to find fragmented entries written by passengers long gone. Their words spoke of unspeakable horrors, of a journey that defied reason, and a place beyond the veil of existence called nowhere. As she delved deeper into the haunting accounts, the train rattled violently, causing the lanterns to flicker erratically. The journal slipped from her trembling hands, pages fluttering open to a final entry that read, "Abandon hope, all ye who seek the truth. For nowhere is a realm beyond escape, a prison for lost souls." The train hurtled forward, its destination veiled in the unknown. Amelia's heart pounded in terror as she realized the gravity of her mistake. The last train to nowhere was no ordinary locomotive, but a conduit to a realm where the living were unwelcome. With a bone-chilling screech, the train plunged into darkness, hurtling towards an abyss beyond comprehension. And as Amelia's screams merged with the echoing wails of the lost souls, the last remnants of Ravenscroft vanished into the unfathomable abyss of nowhere.
Part 2.
The world aboard the last train to nowhere existed in a nightmarish fusion of reality and unreality. Amelia found herself trapped within a grotesque realm where time lost its meaning and the laws of physics seemed distorted. The train hurtled through a void of swirling shadows and shifting landscapes that defied comprehension. As Amelia struggled to make sense of her surroundings, she encountered other passengers, or what appeared to be distorted remnants of souls trapped within this spectral locomotive. Their hollow gazes and tormented whispers echoed through the train's desolate corridors. Each passenger bore a semblance of their former selves, but their visages were warped, distorted by the malevolent force that enveloped nowhere. Among them was a spectral figure named Elias, a once jovial soul whose laughter had long been replaced by anguished cries. He spoke of a pervasive despair that consumed those who dared venture into this forsaken realm, a despair that gnawed at the very fabric of their existence. Elias warned Amelia of the train's malevolent nature, how it lured unsuspecting souls like a spider to a web, ensnaring them in an eternal cycle of torment. He spoke of doors that led to nowhere, of phantom stations that promised escape but only led to deeper despair. With each passing moment, the train's nightmarish reality encroached further upon Amelia's sanity. She felt the suffocating weight of hopelessness clawing at her, threatening to consume her resolve. Yet, a flicker of determination burned within her, a desperate will to find an exit from this macabre purgatory. In her quest for escape, Amelia stumbled upon an enigmatic door at the rear of the train, a door that differed from the others. It bore intricate symbols etched into its surface, symbols that pulsed with an otherworldly luminescence. This door whispered promises of freedom, but Elias warned her of its deceitful nature. As Amelia approached the door, a surge of dread coursed through her veins. The symbols seemed to writhe and twist, morphing into grotesque shapes that whispered ominous warnings. Despite the warnings, an unexplainable pull urged her to reach out and grasp the handle. With a cacophony of screams reverberating through the train, Amelia flung open the door, exposing a blinding, searing light that tore through the darkness of nowhere. A vortex of swirling energies beckoned from beyond the threshold, promising escape from the suffocating grasp of the train. For a fleeting moment, hope blossomed within Amelia's chest as she took a step forward, inching closer to freedom. But the malevolent force of nowhere fought back viciously, tendrils of darkness clawing at her, attempting to drag her back into the abyss. In a moment of sheer desperation, Elias sacrificed himself, diverting the encroaching darkness to buy Amelia a chance for escape. His agonized cries echoed through the train as the door began to close, severing Amelia's connection to nowhere. She was thrown forward, tumbling through the blinding light and into the unknown. The train's nightmarish world faded into oblivion, leaving her engulfed in an overwhelming silence. As Amelia lay gasping for breath, surrounded by an unfamiliar landscape, she realized she had escaped the clutches of the last train to nowhere. But the haunting memories of that spectral realm lingered, etched into her soul as a chilling reminder of the horrors she had witnessed.
Part 3.
Amelia found herself sprawled on a desolate plain, an alien landscape that bore no resemblance to anything she had ever known. The air hung heavy with an unsettling stillness, devoid of life or sound. The ground beneath her felt unnaturally cold, sending shivers down her spine. As she struggled to her feet, Amelia's eyes swept across the barren expanse, searching for any sign of civilization or escape. The horizon stretched endlessly, an unending void that seemed to mock her desperate hopes for salvation. Haunted by the memories of the last train to nowhere, Amelia fought to suppress the creeping sense of despair threatening to overwhelm her. She knew that she had escaped the spectral prison, but her newfound freedom felt hollow amidst the desolation that surrounded her. Days turned into an eternal cycle of searching, each step a struggle against the gnawing dread that she might be forever lost in this forsaken realm. The landscape remained unchanged, an unforgiving wasteland that offered no respite. In her solitude, Amelia battled with fragments of her sanity, grappling with the surreal experience of nowhere that lingered like a haunting specter in her mind. Memories of the tormented souls and the malevolent force of the train clawed at her consciousness, threatening to unravel her resolve. Just as despair threatened to consume her completely, a glimmer of hope emerged on the horizon. A faint speck of light pierced through the perpetual gloom, drawing her towards an uncertain destination. With renewed determination, Amelia trudged towards the distant beacon, her only semblance of salvation. As she drew closer, the light coalesced into a shimmering portal, pulsating with an ethereal luminescence. Its mesmerizing glow promised an escape from the desolation, an escape from the nightmare that had ensnared her. With a heart pounding with both fear and desperate hope, Amelia stepped through the portal, embracing the unknown once more. The blinding light enveloped her, casting her into a maelstrom of swirling energies that engulfed her senses. When the disorienting whirlwind subsided, Amelia found herself standing on the outskirts of Ravenscroft, the very town she had ventured from before boarding the last train to nowhere. The familiar sights brought a sense of relief, yet the memory of her harrowing ordeal lingered like a dark cloud over her consciousness. She stumbled through the town streets, disheveled and shaken, her mind a tumultuous sea of conflicting emotions. The townsfolk cast curious glances her way, unaware of the horrors she had witnessed beyond the veil of their mundane existence. As she returned to her dwelling, Amelia grappled with the surreal nature of her experience. The memories of nowhere persisted, etched into her very being, a reminder of the haunting realm that existed beyond comprehension. Despite her return to the familiar, Amelia knew that she would forever be haunted by the enigmatic journey aboard the last train to nowhere. The spectral echoes of that malevolent realm would remain an indelible mark on her soul, a chilling testament to the perils of delving too deeply into the unknown. And as the nights grew long, Amelia would often find herself gazing at the distant horizon, wondering if the spectral train still prowled the ethereal realms, luring unsuspecting souls into its unending abyss, awaiting its next victim to embark on the harrowing journey to nowhere.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more similar horror stories.